Right, welcome back everybody to Civilization 5, the first LP map I'm doing. This is a new play session for me, so I'm going to do a quick overview of what we have thus far. So I'm going to scroll out and show that we are Byzantine, or the Byzantiums, yeah, and we are here the light blue, and we know that we're up against Genghis Khan here, Isabella of Spain here, Denmark in the form of Hell Bluetooth, Hiawatha of the Iroquois, Rackameng of the Siamese, and Washington of the US. As well as I nearly missed out, the guy right next to us, Gustavus Adolphus of Sweden, as you can see there at Stockholm. So far so good really, we're third in points if you look on the far right there, and we do have 3 cities that are in reasonably good condition. The US here and the Iroquois down here have been putting the pinch on Rackameng in the middle, as they are both massive city spammers, and Washington has also taken out Sweden's second city. Down here not much has happened, except a lot of people have declared war on Denmark, but no territory has been gained to my knowledge, and Genghis Khan is miles behind in both land and technologies. He seems to just be doing his own thing in the corner there. As we can see from the little bar on the right here, most people are friendly towards us. Isabella is neutral and Harold Bluetooth is guarded. He was hostile, so that's an improvement. And in terms of the city-states, we're not allies with any of them, but 2 of them are our friends. Antwerp, that is right above us, and Manila, which is right below us. That should keep you up to speed. I'm going to quickly show you, because I don't believe I did this the first time, I'm going to show you the unique units that I would have as the Byzantine Empire. The first one is the Droman, which we probably will never see because I don't have any units on the coast. Any cities on the coast. And basically, it is a trireme, which is the very standard beginning of the game naval unit, but it has a ranged attack instead of a melee attack. And actually, that makes it very useful early game if you're going to try and for example, knock down the defence of cities if you're going to attack over the sea. For us though, it's useless. The other unique unit replaces the horseman. It is the cataphract. It has 1 less movement, like I hinted at in a previous episode, but I wasn't sure about. But in return it has 3 extra combat strength, and it can get defensive bonuses off the tiles that it is parked on. So that is something that makes it pretty versatile really. I still wouldn't use it to attack cities because it gets a 25% penalty. But overall it's not a bad unit. I've not had opportunity to show it though because I haven't got any horses connected thus far. Anyway, I just founded a religion in the last episode, so let's crack on. In terms of religions, I think there's at least one other going before I got mine. But being Byzantine, I definitely had to get a religion up, otherwise being this empire is pointless. Let's check our world religions. Yes, the Iroquois have one. They have Christianity. And we have Burkittism. Yeah. They only have them in the capitals though right now. And I remember I was scouting around here to see how the US and Sweden were warring and how well it was going for each of them. Sweden is actually in such a weak situation now that if we're not friends with them, they are actually possibly worth taking out. But the problem with that is that the US will hate us if we do. But they're still at war, so I'm not going to worry about that. I could just put a city here. That's one alternative as well. But I can't afford to buy one right now, and I'm still building the National College in the capital, so I don't want to do that yet. We're actually in a really good situation. Harold Bluetooth covets the land that we're sat on, but he is still so far away that's not a problem. Denmark's put a city here, I've just noticed. So that's going to be popular with Spain then. It's actually not a bad place that, because you've got access to horses, gems, sheep, more gems, sugar and some fish. But that is not going to be popular, definitely. As for us militarily, we're not hugely strong, but we are strong enough. If you are too weak militarily, empires controlled by the AI may be just opportunistic and declare war on you because they know there's almost no penalty to do so because you can't beat them up. I don't think we're quite in that territory thus far, because we have a sword, which definitely helps. That's the strongest unit going right now. And we have two composite bowmen, so they're pretty competitive right now, and a spear, which is okay. It's good against horses, not too much else. Rakameng has just built the terracotta army, I believe that was. Yes, it is. Which we weren't going for anyway. That's all about culture and such things. And we're not going for a cultural victory, so I'm not too fussed by that. And to be honest, if Rakameng tries to go for a cultural victory, he's going to get crushed by the two empires next to him. I am a bit worried about the rapid expansion of Washington, but right now we're not in a position to do much about it, so we're just going to keep tabs on it. Nicaea, or Nikea, that sounds like a city dedicated to making plimsolls. It's now got a 4th population point, and I don't know where I want to put it. Because I could put it to get more food, but I don't really need extra happiness here, extra population rather, here right now. So I'm just going to put it on the hill. I'd rather we build things more quickly. We finally built the National College. Because of all the silver we have, the Mint is a very good building. The Mint puts 2 extra gold on each tile with silver or gold. So that would be pretty competitive for us, but I'm tempted to either go for a wonder or to try and churn a settler out. The problem with building the Great Wall here, it's very good for the defence, but I don't think I'm going to get attacked at Constantinople regardless of whether we get attacked. I think it will more likely be here at Adrianople, so I'm not convinced how useful that would be. I can't decide. I think I will quickly go for a settler, because we do have the policy that speeds growing them, and the population of 7, that's pretty useful. I don't want to overdo it. We're actually working the Tundra silver tile, so it's not a terrible tile, it's just not brilliant. I mean, an extra food point there, although not particularly useful for when I'm building this settler. In general it would be. Oh, there's a 3rd religion. Who's got it? Spain. Spain's better to have the religion than the US or Siam, because the Iroquois with a religion's quite far away. So I'm thinking I might be able to sweep the religion along here and down around here. And if I do, I think I chose the policy where I get an extra happiness per city that has my religion, so that would be very useful. Manila wants gold and Prague wants faith. I don't think there's any gold anywhere near me. I think, well, Antwerp has it, but I'm not taking them out. And I think Genghis Khan has gold, but nobody else. Does he have a spare one? Genghis Khan does not have a spare gold. My word, he is losing gold at a very quick pace. If the AI doesn't have a spare copy of a luxury resource, it will only give it away if it rips you off in the process. Even the Netherlands has an AI which gets a bonus off giving away its last copy of something. It still retains half the happiness. They still won't play ball with that type of approach. So if they don't have a spare, you might as well give up immediately. I am moving my sword along here just in case there's barbarian encampments settling. I don't think there is, because I can see Genghis Khan's units idling around, but I'm just being precautionary more than anything else. Like, I know they're not there, because Genghis Khan would have seen them. I do wonder what he's doing with all his units, though. Because he is severely poor, and he's just, well, the technical term would be arsing about with them. Unless he's thinking about having a go at one of the city-states, but if he did, surely he'd go for Warsaw, which also has gold.
Drama, but life with the dull bits cut out.
We've got drama and poetry. I think I put myself down to try and get to education as quickly as possible, so that was the quickest route. So we'll do theology next, followed by civil service, and then education. Theology, as you may guess by the name, is all about religions. So if I can get at least one of the 2 wonders that are obtained through theology, that will help. But I'm more prioritising trying to get Petra here. It is very important that I get it here, because all these horrible, useless desert tiles will actually become quite helpful and useful. It's a long way away from that availability yet though, and we've got more people declaring on Harold Bluetooth. Not surprising that Spain is one of them. Wow, Genghis Khan has a lot of units. What is he doing? I know the AI can be a bit weird sometimes, and now he's friendly with me. Okay. That's just more proof that they're a bit weird. But anyway, I'm not going to get too close to him because I suspect if I do, he'll backstab me. So I'm not too interested. No, I'm not befriending you. You only want to be friends with me, so I'll help you in war against all the people that hate you, which is everybody on the map. I don't think anybody likes Denmark on this map, AI or player. So befriending him is probably going to be the first step towards suicide, and Hiawatha is in the medieval era. And that means tech-wise, I did not want to do that, I wanted to do this. Tech-wise, he must already have either theology, civil service, guilds or metal casting. So I'm not far behind, it's just he's a little bit ahead. And of all empires to worry about for that sort of problem, he's not the one really to worry about. I'd be more worried if the US had a technology lead, simply because if he gets going, he can really get away, and quickly. I'm going to have a quick look to see if that encampment has any units in it, and because if I take that out, there's 75 free gold, so that would be lovely. And I'm going to settle this city. Well, if I settle it on the coast, it means I'm quite a long way away from the capital, but it is the best place to put it. But it has to be 4 tiles away from Stockholm, so it would have to be to the just to the up and left of the top truffles, which isn't an ideal location to say the least, because I still can't reach the sheep. So it might be worth not bothering going on the lake and just making sure I get the tiles. But then the question would be, where would I go? Because I could go in the middle of the sort of, you know, in the middle of the tile in the triangle caused by 2 truffles and a horse. That would be a pretty good location, in fact, because it does mean later on in the game I could go further up into the tundra to create to capture those furs if I so desired. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to plonk. Well, I thought I was going to plonk a city there, but there must be something there because I wasn't allowed to plonk it. If it's his settler, I'm going to be unimpressed, to say the least, but you never know. I'm going to build a mint so that I've got some gold production going on. I'm just hoping it's one of Genghis Khan's units fannying about in the area that's there, but you never know. They attack me with a nerve. I'm going to fortify in place because Genghis Khan has a unit there. Oh, that's what was there. Okay. Well, it's an opportunity for my composite bowman to get some experience, so I'll get on with that. Well, that caught me out. I had no idea an encampment was there. Had I have adopted honour in the policy tree, I would have done, but it's not the policy tree I usually like to go for. And cultural growth is highest with the US at the moment. That's interesting to know. Well, it's a good job I saw that as well. The spears there will get a defensive cover bonus because they're in forest. But I'm going to start 9 damage. 9. I'll attack now because I'm adamant their warrior can't take that out. What bonus do I get in rough? Oh, definitely. I am absolutely safe here then. I can just use the spear there to absorb the archer's attacks to basically distract it from attacking the composite bowman. And thank you for doing enough damage so I can take that out. 75 gold. Voila. I'm going to quickly go for representation. Simple reason being that when I plant that next city, it won't make my social policy costs go up as much. Because if you build 100 cities, Getting a social policy takes longer and longer and longer, and it gets harder and harder and harder, so it's not worthwhile. I'm going to let that heal in place. I haven't got a medic yet, but I will soon. I'm going to take this out now so I can collect that, and so I can place the city a turn early. And I can fire at that just to sake of firing at it more than anything else. Building a monument is important because I'm hoping I can grab that tile without having to buy it. Might be worthwhile buying it anyway. I'm going to buy that so that he is a minimum of 3 tiles away, so that he can't park his units in this tile and fire at my city if he goes to war with me. That would be bad. I'm going to probably need another worker. So after I build that mint, I'm probably going to have to build another worker. Yes, I apologise. I don't intend to settle near you for a while now. I just wanted to make sure that you were blockaded. Can't hit the archer from there, so I'm going to have to move. Now I can. And it gonna hurt. Which tile are we working? We're working the gold one. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather get the monument early if it means sacrificing 3 gold a turn. The reason I didn't take it out with the city, I'd rather the composite bowman get the experience on the kill, even if I get attacked in the process. That just means more experience. And there that goes. I'm going to make that move back to Adrianople as soon as possible. And everything will be hunky-dory. No, we're still not befriending you. They're now friendly towards me rather than neutral, but still not interested. And Spain have taken out Kopang of Denmark. Well, that wasn't really unexpected, was it? Let's be honest, with the positioning it was in. Defending it was nigh on impossible.
If you enjoyed the video you've just seen, please join my Facebook group and follow me on Twitter for the latest news.